All right. Next video is about failure. Failure, as in just like not getting what you want and losing something, or when you expect something and it doesn't happen, or just probability of something happening and just it's just not. You're working towards something, it just doesn't happen. I want to talk about how failure can affect you and just how everything works when you're working with it, right? What do you choose to do with failure? Failure sucks, and it makes you feel terrible. It it doesn't feel good because failure usually means, you know, the worst case scenario as has happened. But I'd invite you to take a look at failure not as a vice, something that holds you back from what you want to become. View failure as something like a tool to help you become the version of someone that you want to be. See, a study was found that humans will learn best at around 85% success rate. Well, why not 100? Well, if you give someone a 100% success rate, they are winning every single time and they are doing good every single time. And when that happens, you kind of lose the reason why I'm doing well. You kind of lose well, why is this working? I don't know. The same reason humans can't learn anything at a 100% failure rate. See, failure is good, but in moderation. Just as all things are, everything is good in moderation. But you can't have failure 100% of the time, because every single time when you fail, you're not getting closer to the truth, because everything you're trying is not working. What what humans need is an 85% success rate, right? If you're finding out the majority of times where you're winning, where things are working out, it's great. But that 15% of failure rate helps you out tremendously, because it takes your 100% fail or when it takes your 100 or 85% wins, and it validates it, because you finally figure out what is working, and the 15% helps you what doesn't work. Like, if you try something new, that doesn't work, or hey, this thing is not being as productive as it could be, try this. That is a really great way to use failure, and touch on that more. Failure is a tool, right? It's not just something to be down about. It's not something to mope around and lose yourself in, right? Use it as a tool to make yourself a better person every single day. You need failure. If you don't have any failure, you're not trying hard enough. You got to push yourself to the point of that failure, dial it back down, put the fire on a little bit more, keep pushing, because you got to keep pushing till that failure. If you're always winning, life is too easy, and you like, how can you live with yourself with that? You know, people who found all that 100% win rate, come on, man, they're at Walmart. They're still at Walmart 30 years down the road. They found that one little win and they've just kept with it. They haven't found any failure in their life. They haven't failed out of Walmart. Some of them do, but they haven't like failed out of college or anything. You got to try. You got to go for it. It's not going to be easy, and that's why failure exists. You got to just push it to the failure, and it's not something that you gotta destroy yourself about, because it's going to happen. It happens to everybody. It's part of life. But what separates the winners from the losers is what they do with the failure. What does failure teach them? Some people don't let failure teach them. They can't handle it. But if you let failure teach you, you're gonna enter in a league far beyond your own skill set. You're gonna surpass people that have been working their entire lives, but they're too afraid to take that risk. They're too afraid of that failure. That's my 2 cents. Thank you for tuning in.